Good morning. It's now 6:30. I just woke up at 6:15 and it's obviously time for my morning cardio. So I'm still a bit tired. I just woke up. I weighed myself. I had a low weigh-in today, which is amazing. I took my check-in pictures, put on gym clothes, and now I'm just gonna jump on the treadmill. I just filled up my water bottle. I'm gonna put on my shoes and we have 40 minutes of fasted incline walk cardio to do. Also, fun thing, I actually took my measurements at the beginning of this cut, so week 1, and I just measured like the biggest part of my stomach again, just out of curiosity. I didn't do everything. I just did like the biggest part of my stomach just to see, like just for myself, just as motivation. And at the beginning, I lost. So my first measurement on my stomach was 76.5 centimeters, and this morning it was like 69 centimeters. So I've lost like 7.5 centimeters about my waist, which is insane. And that's not the smallest part of my waist, that's like the biggest part of my stomach. So I'm very happy with that, and it gives me motivation to keep going. Let's see what we can do in 2 more weeks and what we can achieve. So I'm now gonna do my cardio, 40 minutes. Let's do this shit. Alright, so I've showered, which was necessary after that cardio. I did 40 minutes on an incline walk. I died a little. I drank a full bottle of water while I was doing that. Then I showered straight up after that. I got ready for the day. I'm wearing the Whitney Simmons oversized tee, which I absolutely love. And under this I'm wearing also the Whitney Mesh sports bra, as you would have been able to see in my haul. Now, I just made a big mug of tea. So we have this giant mug, which is actually from my sister. I have a little sister. It's from Tinkerbell, but I love it because it's so huge. So the tea I'm having is the spiced biscuit from Pickwick. And then I just add a dash of coconut milk with no sugar, which for 100 milliliters, it has like 14 calories, which is 1 gram of, it has 1.2 grams of fats per 100 milliliters and nothing else. No carbs, no protein. And I mean, I'm not having 100 milliliters, I'm having like a dash, only a dash. And then I'm having the Women's Best flavor drops in vanilla added to that as well. Usually I do like 3 little drops. And now I'm going to enjoy this. I'm actually gonna fill in my daily check-in on my iPad. So I use GoodNotes for this. I'm just gonna show you right here. I made this myself. So there's the dates, my weights, the calories that I had that day, the training I did that day, and the cardio I did that day. So I'm just gonna fill this out with my Cal's training and cardio from yesterday, and then I'm gonna add a new entry for today with my weight for this morning, and I dropped, which I'm very happy about. And then I'm gonna start work because it's actually 7:54 and I'm starting work at 8. So I'm quickly gonna fill that in. My computer is already set up and I'm gonna get started on work. It's time for breakfast. My oats are in the microwave heating up. So I have 30 grams of oats today and then 40 grams of whey, 10 grams of peanut butter and some raspberries. So it's a low day today for me, which means only 30 grams of oats, and on high days I have 60 grams of oats. So for me, that's not a lot. 30 grams of oats is not a lot. So I'm gonna try to do something that I saw on social media. Basically, people are putting their weight, instead of just putting your weight straight into your oats and mixing that up, people are putting it separately, adding some water to it and making it like a protein sauce to fluffen it up. So I have 40 grams of whey to play with. So I'm gonna start with 10 grams of whey, mix it with water and see what it gives before I decide if I wanna do that with all of my whey or just with half of it or just a part of it. So I just put some whey in here. Can add a little bit of water. And it should, not too much water, it should just become this like pudding kind of mixture thing, like not too runny. It should be still, I think I added too much already. Whoops. Okay, so that didn't work. I don't know how people do this. Okay. So to be completely honest with you, this is just, like, you can't really see it. There we go. This is just a shake. There's nothing to it. So I don't think this was the best idea. Yeah, no. How do people do this? Maybe I added too much water, but I really didn't add a lot at all. Like, I added only a teeny tiny bit. That's sad. Okay. We got the oats, 30 grams. Oh, I almost spilled all of that, thank God. Okay, I'm gonna add, so I already did 30 grams in here, so I'm just gonna add this to here, I guess. There you go. That's very watery right now. Blech. Okay, kind of disappointed though. And then I'm gonna add another 30 grams of whey. There we go, 30 grams. Now I'm gonna mix that all up. Take 10 grams of peanut butter. And I love peanut butter. That looks something, 10 grams is something like this. And I just put it straight into my oats. As you can see, that's actually quite like, it's a good volume for 30 grams of oats. I'm very content. I thought that I would have to deal with like this very teeny tiny bit of oatmeal, but it's actually fine. So I'm happy. I'm gonna have breakfast. I'm gonna enjoy this. This will fill me up quite a bit. And then I'm just gonna continue working. So I have a few small ones and I actually decided to make one big one. I didn't realize it was going to be this big. I just added some extra water to the end of my mixture because I wanted it to be a bit bigger. And then I realized that this was actually like extremely big. So this just has more water to it. I have 40 grams of the pancake mix. And the one that I use is this one. So these are the QNT pancakes, which are absolutely amazing. Macros. For 30 grams, it has 4.7 grams of fats, 11 carbs, and 11 protein. Yeah. So I'm having 40 grams right now, and on Heidi's I have 50 grams. So I made 3 little ones, and then I have 1 big one. And then to put on top, I'm gonna add the Women's Best Smart Syrup, which is this one. I have the maple flavor and then I also have the red velvet flavor. So I'm gonna add that on top and I'm gonna enjoy that. There we go. So this actually has 0 calories, this smart sauce, and this looks absolutely delicious. So I just had my pancakes. They were absolutely delicious. It's now 11:25. So I'm gonna have some BCAAs now, and then in the afternoon I have myself a white Monster. So then if I have a Monster in the afternoon, I will drink my BCAAs in the morning, and it also keeps me satisfied and it makes me able to wait a bit longer until I have lunch. So I am obsessed with the BCAA aminos from Women's Best. So I do switch between the BCAA aminos and the aminos and energy. I got a new order coming up either tomorrow or Thursday where I have amino and energies instead of BCAAs. Just to switch it up, I've had 2 tubs of BCAAs now and I want something, I want the amino and energy so it has some extra energy as well, some extra caffeine in it. This is the Chrissy Chella limited edition, well the athlete series. In the flavor Rainbow Candy. I love this flavor. I think it's my second favorite flavor. My favorite flavor is the Fruit Fusion. I had that one before I had this one. It's also beautifully pink. Look at that. I love these BCAAs. They taste amazing. However, this is a bit too strong for me. It's extremely sweet, and I love a good sweet, but this is a bit too much in my opinion. It tastes a bit too artificial. I still love them, but if I can choose, I prefer the Fruit Fusion. So I'm just gonna drink these. There we go. And it's beautifully pink. It's time for lunch. I've got my Monster. I cracked open a mango Monster. I actually love the mango. White is my preference, but I still had mango in the fridge, so I went for a mango one. I just cooked my pasta, so I'm just gonna drain it. There we go. So I'm eating pasta because it has a bit more volume compared to rice, and I'm not eating a lot of pasta today, so I do really need the volume because I only have 40 grams, which is not a lot at all. The rest of my meal I've already prepped yesterday, so I'm gonna eat this pasta with some carrots, some grated carrots that I cooked, and then, you can't even see me, some minced vegetarian meat. So this is what I already have, you know, my carrots and my minced meat. And now we're gonna have 40 grams, so you can see the grams of pasta. There we go. Oops. Okay, so just a tiny bit more. Okay, that's 40 grams. So this is sad. As you can see, this is like not a lot of food at all. But that's what we're gonna have to deal with for the next 2 weeks. Okay, so I'm just gonna eat this, I'm gonna enjoy this, and tomorrow I have a high day again, so you know it's gonna be alright. I'm getting tired. So I usually have a crash around 3 o'clock and it's now 3:15. And I'm getting so tired. I'm drinking a Monster though, as you saw, but I'm still getting pretty tired. I'm trying to drink enough liquids. Right now I'm gonna have my next meal, which is peas, 40 grams of pasta again, and a vegetarian meat source. So I'm done with work. Now it's time to go get my nails done. I still haven't fully decided on what I want, but we're gonna see. I have a few options, and then I just saw this new Hailey Bieber chrome nail trend. I did chrome nails a year ago, but on pink and not on white. I'm gonna see. I still haven't decided. We'll see when I get back. I'm back home now. These are my nails. I don't know if you can see that properly. Probably can't. Wait. There you go. So they're very neutral, because I, as I said, I prefer very neutral colors. You probably cannot even see that properly. Oops. I'm struggling. Okay, so you can see it a little bit. Basically, they're just very neutral, and I love it. I love how neutral they are. That's always my favorite. If there's too much color and design, it looks like there's just like spots on my fingers that shouldn't be there, and I think it's odd. So I prefer neutral nails. I'm just gonna make dinner now. I also had my watermelon when I got back, which was only 80 grams, so that's not really anything exciting. It's not that much. Because it's a low day, we're having lower carbs but a little bit higher protein. So, oh my god, I'm messing this up. Okay, so I'm actually having 5 egg whites instead of 4. So usually on normal days, I have 4 eggs, but only the egg whites, not the yolk. How do you say that? Just the egg whites, basically. And because today is a higher protein day, I have 5 egg whites, and then I just have 45 grams of whey left for the evening. So I'm just doing my 5 egg whites, and I have my vegetarian burger in the oven. Oh, look at this. This is very nice volume. Like, it's just 5 egg whites, but when you're cutting, this looks like a very decent amount. Holy Lord. That looks delicious. Yummy! So I'm just gonna wait until this is all cooked, and then I still have my burger in the oven. It's time for a little experiment. So I have my 45 grams of whey, and I'm actually drinking the Fitzway Protein by Women's Best, and it's the chocolate coconut sensation. I added water to this in this Beyond Blend blender, which is like a very small blender. I do not have a big one, otherwise it would have been a lot easier, but I only have the small one. I added water, and I add very small chunks of ice in the hopes of getting like a thick ice creamish consistency. Obviously I cannot add enough ice because of the small blender, but we'll see what it gives, and maybe I can add some more ice. So let's hope it works, because this blender is sometimes very tricky. Okay, so it's now about 10 minutes later. I had to plug it into the charger and then let it go for a little, let it charge for a little bit, and then I could put it on for like 3 seconds, and then I had to recharge it before it worked. So it took me quite a while. I kind of ruins the whole idea of putting ice cubes in it, because it's taken me so long to actually mix it that all of the ice cubes are molten anyway. So it's basically no thick consistency, it's literally just a protein shake that's cold. But yeah, it's a little bit thicker than if you would just mix it up with water and shake it. So I think I'm gonna charge the shaker and I'm gonna try it again a different time, and hopefully then I do get like a thicker consistency, because it works, but it should have worked better, because I should have put in more ice and I should have done it quicker. But I have to say though, this is the very first time that I'm drinking the chocolate coconut sensation. I've only put it in my oats before, and I always used to drink this Stracciatella Body and Fits Whey. And now it's the first time that I'm actually drinking this one, and I actually love it. So I've heard bad things about the Women's Best Whey when you drink it, but I actually really like the taste of it. So I'm gonna enjoy this 45 grams of whey. I'm gonna close out this video right here. I hope you enjoyed this full day of eating / day in the life on a low day. Leave a comment below what you thought of it. Subscribe and hit the bell so you're always reminded when I put in a new video. Alright, see you next time. Bye.